The following video is brought to you by the guys at the Wrecking and Racing Podcast, a NASCAR podcast made by the fans for the fans. Check them out at www.wreckingandracing.com, facebook.com/wreckingandracing, and Twitter at Wrecking and Racing. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager. And when we last left off, we went to Yokohama, Japan. Laura got a podium finish, 4 points. Falco got the pole. Unfortunately, Falco was sort of bit by the weather and bad strategy on my behalf, but today we are heading to Doha with no chance of rain. It is in the desert. Medium tire wear, so I am thinking maybe the medium tires for the race is the way to go. Gearbox, engine, and brakes are the key ingredients here. Car repair is complete. Let's go ahead and look at our car, make sure that they are working on the correct parts. So, brakes completely redone, engine completely done, gearbox completely done. They're working on that spoiler, trying to get that up. Reliability is perfect, and reliability on those suspension pieces is perfect. So all we are waiting on now is for our spoiler to finish, and that is 6 days before the race. We don't have enough money to buy a new part, unfortunately, so we have to deal with what we've got. I don't want to go too far down in the hole. I'm pretty sure the chairman wouldn't appreciate such things as these, but the performance work should be done there. And we've got some email to check. So the team target update, yep, 3rd versus 8th. Next week, they will be voting on whether or not to allow teams to pick from more dry tires. Currently, they take 9 tires. This would give them 12, a greater choice for teams to shift their strategies mid-race. I might vote for that one. I feel sort of restricted on races like this where it could go either way. I think I'll throw in a vote for that. 0% chance of rain, 27 laps, and Mia Holgersen is an absolute nightmare. Let's see. So get aggressive or a hard worker. Channel your anger into racing. Get aggressive there, Enrica. And the simulator, yep, it's nice to get a simulator. So let's take a look at aggressive and see what that exactly did for us. Aggressive is a permanent skill for +2 overtaking. You know, she may have been maxed out on overtaking as it is. So she was a +4, stat maxed out. So she's an overtake specialist and aggressive as well. That's going to help her make passes, which is really cool. Sounds good. And here comes the vote. Coming up soon, factory staff is idle. I know, guys, there's really nothing for you to do. The Challenger Series is in Beijing, China. Dogger Stephenson, good job. Yeah. Parisi's still in there. Kaluza's still in there. Not doing as well, I see. Old Kaluza, who gave us really bad trouble last time. What's this with server? Server problems. The technicians have found that our data storage is a bit out of date. The chairman caught wind of it, and now he wants to upgrade the entire system. It'll cost a fortune. Now, the chairman is -25. It'll be fine. We could probably improve that over the next couple of races, but with us going, I mean, either way, we're going in the hole. Let's keep them happy. That way, bankruptcy might not, or, you know, being below 0 might not hurt him as bad as -25. We'll upgrade our server. Being a tech guy, I can appreciate that, but only 116,000 going into the race. We are definitely going to lose money at the end of this one. All right, politics vote. 12 tires, and we will vote for. We'll just use 1 voting power. Skip to the end, my darling. Someone abstained. 4-4. Bernie. Nice. Votes for next season to have 12 different sets of dry tires. That is pretty cool stuff. I like that. Excuse me. There we go. So for the 2022 season, 12 dry tires to choose from. All right, so we are off to Doha, it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take the 4th. I believe we can get a 4th out of it. Parts should be fitted as they are. Indeed, those are maxed. Those are maxed and higher. That is maxed and higher. That is maxed and higher. and that is maxed and higher. Sweet. So I will see you after qualifying. Qualifying is done here at Doha, and Enrica on the pole. Outstanding. Falco inside row 2. So can't get much better than that, and more importantly, we stole away those 2 points for pole position from our competitors. So as long as we can get a decent finish, we'll be able to close the points. So here we go. No chance of rain, so we don't even have to really look out for that. We've got 11 laps in the tank, 27 in the total race. Let's go ahead and go speed 2 here and let Enrica sort of pace the field here. We've got Tyler and Edgar Allan Poor back there. Hopefully Falco can keep these tires under him. They're much better tires than the cars around us for sure. We need to get these up to temperature, and then we just kind of need to ride because of that medium tire wear. This track is very hot, very slick, and it likes to chew up the tires for sure. It kind of sucks we're caught on the outside on that double 90, but we settle in nice and easy right there. And with 10 laps in the tank, we have a little bit of strategy we can do. All right, so let's go ahead and go neutral on these tires for now. We don't want to burn them off, and let's just settle in and let the race come to us. We have a pretty stout car setup under us, a 94 and a 93, I believe, as far as the driver setups are concerned. So as long as we keep our noses to the grindstone and out of trouble, we should be okay. Track grip is going to increase more and more and more, and we focused on the medium tires in practice. So each pit stop will put on a set of mediums to make sure that we can go the distance, and we have that 15% bonus to medium tires when we do get fitted for them. Looks like we are managing the pace quite well. We only need to finish 4th, and we're riding 3rd and 4th right now. Nice. Enrica tried to get around, and there goes Falco around his teammate, Enrica. I'm glad to see Enrica doing well. She's actually becoming a better driver than Falco. I think Falco is just a touch more consistent, but Enrica has unlocked that new ability that she had, that she is going to overtake like a beast, and there she goes. How are the other drivers doing as far as pushing goes? So everyone is running middle of the road, but everyone else is really pushing their engines hard. We're just sort of minding our own business here. We kind of want to mind our own until they decide to pit. They should be pitting in the next few laps or so. We don't want to boil these tires off. And it looks like Enrica is going to be pitting first. She's got 40% on her soft tires. Falco has another 6%. And as long as we ride right here, there's some on pit road already. No doubt they'll probably go to a medium tire strategy. Let's go around one more time. I'll tell Enrica to really push. Falco, on the other hand, I will tell him to conserve because he'll have to go around another time. So Falco will be conserving, not burning the tires off. We've got some pitters around us, and even conserving, Falco isn't losing that much ground. And next time by, I will tell Enrica to really push. We'll get everything we can out of it, and as soon as she gets past pit road, we will tell her to come on down. As a matter of fact, pushing it may be pushing it, as it were. All right, down and away. Enrica, pit for your medium tires, if you please. Top off the fuel tank as much as we can. So 9-second, nice balanced pit stop. Falco will ride on the conserve approach. And hopefully Falco can make it around just one more time. Tires are pretty shot, but the medium tires that were put on by the guys outside that Q3 are around us now. Holgerson, but Tyler and Menzie are some very strong competitors in our championship. We need them to have some bad luck here. All right, Enrica, go ahead and conserve this last 20%. We want you to come back to the line if you please. Falco can go ahead and go on around, and I'll keep Falco on conserve. 29%, it's going to start really getting chewed up here. We may have kept them out one lap too late, but better safe than sorry. All right, Falco, put on your medium tires. Fill up your tank as much as you can. And a nice balanced pit stop. Enrica, down and away. Fueling is in. So nice. We'll have her just push just a little bit to keep the tires under her. She comes out in 18th, but she is surrounded by people on much older tires. So we'll just see how this strategy plays out. We'll have to give up the lead here. Minzy is on basic threads, kind of like we are. It wouldn't surprise me if Minzy was coming down this time on pit road as well. The Falco will make it around on his tires. We can tell Enrica to go neutral so she doesn't burn through those mediums, and hopefully she can get the undercut here from all of these cars that are pitting. Falco down on pit road. Jack is up, tires are on, fuel is in. So Falco down and away. Enrica is going to make the pass, and we'll settle in right here. We'll have Falco push. Now we'll just have Falco stay neutral, keep the tire temperatures down. We're sort of on the cusp of tires boiling off on Enrica, so we'll lower her up, but we won't turn up the engine. And we'll see how these guys play out. We're within 12 and 14 seconds. So these guys haven't made their first pit stop. Tyler looks to be sort of leading the pack. I think he was first on pit road. So we'll see where we shake up from Tyler. We'll have much better tires, especially if we can stretch this run. We just need to make one more stop, and that stop needs to be close enough to where we can make it the rest of the way on fuel. Enrica with a bold move. Now you can get around. In fact, you were complaining how you couldn't pass, and then you just pulled right around and passed. So I don't know if I believe you, Enrica. And she's even on conserve right now, which is pretty awesome, taking care of her tires. Still within that 12-second range of these people pitting. That delta should come around quick. I think Cruz is on an extra stop strategy, taking those soft tires after soft tires. I think we can actually tell Enrica to go back to neutral, get a little bit more out of these tires, keep the temperature right up there. We kind of want to go another 7 or 8 laps in order to make it the rest of the way on fuel once we fill up. We'll hopefully go deeper into this fuel run. And these guys on mediums have not pitted yet, but we're within striking distance. We've only lost 0.3 over the course of the lap, being conservative, which is really what we need. All right, so Falco's starting to get to that boiling point, and so is Enrica. We'll turn them down. I know you can't get by, but bide your time there, Falco. We want to keep these good tires under you and stretch this out. 18 laps to go, 7 in the tank. That would be pretty close. We need to make these tires last as long as we can to stop only one more time and fill up the rest of the way. I know you're struggling to overtake, but you're a boss. There you go, get under him. So Enrica has better tires than Sevilla, right on the back bumper of Sevilla. She did lose a whole second in that exchange, probably because she can't get around this slower car. Falco's hanging right in there amongst this pack as well. I think if this shakes out and everyone rotates through, Enrica will be really close to Falco, and we should have a pretty decent finish out of it, I would think. So keeping them on conservative, we're not going to burn our tires off. Here we come down some more down pit road. Now that pit road does have an interesting exit right off of turn 1 and 2. That exchange there, it sort of spits them right into the middle of traffic. So Falco has fresh tires behind him. So those guys that started in the middle of the pack are, they very wisely put on mediums on the first stint to go further in. But we're watching these guys up front here. Laura's only 7 seconds back. She's okay on her tires. I think we can turn up to neutral. Push just a little bit hard, not too awful much, and we'll just sort of bide our time here with 16 laps to go. So if these guys have to pit an extra time, that would be good, because I don't think they can make it on fuel the rest of the way. So if they pit now, if their tires are chewed up beyond recognition, they'll have to pit again, at least for tires, which even though is 3 seconds on the tire change, you know, that's 30 seconds that you're traveling down pit road, getting the jack up, dropping the car, all of that good stuff. So I think as long as we can keep where we are in a very good position. I think we sort of evened out with those cars that did put on mediums in the first stint. There you go, Enrica. Keep that inside on that hairpin. All right, so 15 laps to go, 5 laps in the tank for Enrica. Falco can definitely go to the fuel window. Enrica, we're going to have to keep an eye on. She's going to go as far as she can on this fuel run for sure. 6th place is pitting, so Lottinen behind Lara is pitting. I almost want to turn down Enrica's engine just to be sure we can squeeze a few more laps out of this, but if the tires give up before the fuel does, then it doesn't make any sense to turn down the engine. But it would be less time that we are fueling on pit road. So that's interesting. What are the other drivers doing? Everyone else is really pushing their fuel and pushing their car almost to the breaking point. So 14 laps to go, 40% on the tires. Go ahead and conserve. We'll stay out as long as we can here. Keep the tires under us. And all of these guys are chewed up. They're going to have to pit now, and I think it's too early for fuel. They will have to come down one more time unless they really roll out of it. So very interesting. I think I'll do... I mean, we do kind of have a little bit of group behind us. If we go low, we can try to milk some of this fuel so we don't spend as much time on pit road. Falco, we don't have to worry about. He's got plenty to go the distance. So there we go, 13 laps to go. We're still on a conservative run with Enrica. We might turn up Enrica's pace just a bit as Falco closes. But 34% on the tires. I think we can go around this and one more time, which would put us right on the cusp. We would have to go into fuel conservation mode immediately, and I don't know what that would do to our overall time. All right, let's go back up to a medium burn there, Enrica. And you will be pitting next time by. Next time by. So we're kind of on the same strategy as Tyler. We'll get around him. Enrica, pit for your last set of medium tires. So that will put us right at the breaking point. We need to pack every drop of fuel into this tank that we can. So Enrica's going to ride her pace out. Falco's being under a lot of pressure here, but I don't want to fold because these guys have made the same amount of pit stops, and if we can hold them off, we'll be on the same strategy as them. All right, Falco, go ahead and go up to neutral. We'll keep that inside lane. We're really fighting here. All right, Enrica, go ahead and go neutral for this last bit. And then Falco will stay out. I mean, he's got a lot of chewed up tires around him, but this will put us on the same strategy as those medium pitters. All right, Falco, next time by, go ahead and pit for mediums. 11 laps, pack it full. Get everything you can out of it. Enrica is filling up. Down and away with no problems. So Enrica's bed is made. She's pretty much going to have to ride this out as best she can. Hopefully she can make up a big gap. She's only 14 seconds back, and if everyone has to pit in front of her, she will make those passes. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. All right, Falco, go ahead and keep neutral. We're riding in second. Tyler on 2 pit stops is in front of us, but it looks like we'll be able to hold off these guys coming to pit road this time. So if everything goes good and we pack it full of fuel, we'll be in front of them on the exchange. Tires are on, down and away. Fill it as much as you can. All right, Falco down and away. We have made our bed. So Falco running dead last, but the cars in front of us probably can make it on fuel. I'm not sure. But I think for Enrica, we need to go the whole way on tires. So her tires are going to be much better. All of these guys are sort of on the same strategy. These guys all have to pit one more time. So we sort of need to ride this out, stay within shouting distance of these guys if we can. And And I don't think we really need to force the issue here. We could force it, but we need these tires to last. 9 laps remaining. Enrica with a bold move. Nice block. And this is where we will stay. So Floridi and Wooldfrath are going to have fresh tires. They're going to be coming 6 seconds behind us. I don't know if they can make up 6 seconds in as many laps. Lara, I need you to get around him. Put a fender on him or something. You're being slowed up here. Charge. Overtake. Get around him as much as you can. No. It was worth a shot, but I am not going to jeopardize my finish in trying to pass one car. She's got the inside now. As long as she can complete that hairpin and get power down, she'll be fine. 8 laps to go and 79% on the tires. She really needs to take care of these tires now. Falco's okay, but he needs to start taking care of the tires within 17 seconds, and I don't know if Tyler has to pit again. But I think like this is a battle for the front group, and it is a spirited battle indeed. We're getting past right and left. Everyone is on either really conserve or pushing the fuel. We have a little bit of excess fuel. I think Falco can actually turn up the fuel up to high. I know it doesn't really make much sense since he's on conserve. He's got a little bit better tires than Enrica, but he's also burning pretty hot on those tires, I must say. So a top 10 chipping away. We're right on the doorstep of a points finish. Lara is making some headway here. And we have cars around us that are pitting one more time, so we cannot afford to pit this time with them. We would drop back like a rock. Our bet is made. She just needs to keep to their inside here. Get the power down. There you go, Enrica. Get that power down. Nice and aggressive. That's that 20 passing working out for us. And when she passes these guys who are going to be on pit road, that's going to be pretty good. So 6 laps to go, 66% on the tires. We are right in the realm of our tire wear. Same for Falco. We just need a little bit of help. These guys here need to have a bad day. Their tires need to wear down. Falco needs to pass them. El Sadat has passed on soft tires, so El Sadat has chosen the pit an extra time for softs momentum. All right, Enrica, go up to the neutral. You're starting to lose some tire temp there. And we'll just sort of gauge what we can here, hoping for some cars in front of us to pit with just a few laps to go. 5 laps to go, 60% on the tires, so we're making good positive gains on tire wear. She'll come across on threads, but maybe that's what we need. Edgar Allan Poe with the fastest lap, and Falco, I think, needs to turn it up a little bit. We'll keep Falco turned up. We'll go high and pushing a little bit. With even like if we started pushing with 3 laps to go, our tires would just be gone. We would chew through them way too quickly. I have to stop myself from really pushing them hard. We're within a few seconds there. I mean, these guys have to pit, right? 4 laps to go, 51% on the tires. We're within a shouting match, but we need a couple cars in front of us to pit. We need 2 guys in front to pit. Tananucci is getting hard pressure from Enrica. I think she might be able to get around him. Her tires are much better. Yes, indeed, Tananucci is pitting. She tried to make the pass and couldn't get it done. Enrica, you're looking the wrong side. There you go. Get around him, girl. He's on old tires. Let him back the field up. All right, so Enrica's clear. 18 seconds back. We need 1 more car or 2 to pit. Holgerson, I don't think is going to pit. 3 laps to go. I think Falco can now do the push. I'll keep an eye on his tire wear just in case. But I don't think Enrica can do that just yet. So Lara in 5th. She has a pretty decent gap, but she isn't going to catch the cars in front, so she really just needs to maintain the gap behind. Hashimoto is on more chewed up tires. I know you're struggling, Falco. We just need a little bit of help. I mean, you're right there. Coming to 2 laps to go here. And Lara cannot push anymore, but Falco, I think, can. There is a car that pitted in front of him. I think Falco is going to do well here. He's looking to the inside of 10th, but he's trying to track down guys on soft tires, unfortunately. And I think that's really all we got. I don't think he'll be able to finish the race if we keep pushing his tires like that. So we might miss the sponsor objective, but we will finish in the points a bit. It's just a shame Minzy is running so well. Tyler was able to make 3 pit stops and really push, unfortunately. So 1 lap to go. Lara's got Poor right behind her, I think. Now's the time to turn up. And we'll tell Falco to turn up as well. See if he can catch anybody or make some passes or at least maintain. It's really all for bragging rights for Falco. I don't think he's going to do anything, but for Enrica, she really, really needs to hold off Poor. Because Cruz and Poor are in the points. We want to keep, since Enrica got the pole, we need as much out of her as possible. There's only 1 more hairpin to go. Go ahead and push everything you got in this last section. Come on, Enrica, don't let me down. A top 5 for you, girl. So a top 5 for Enrica. And a 10th for Falco. So Enrica's got some points. Tyler with Otsuno takes the victory. Don't really know much about them. But certainly not the race we needed. Starting on those soft tires to begin absolutely, killed us. Let's see here. Cruz started on softs. Poor went on mediums. Yeah, Laura was 11. She went deep in. Falco was deep in. Rodriguez really went in. So yeah, the 3 pit stop strategy on medium, medium, medium won the race. We were second place of those that pitted twice. And these guys who pitted 3 times, Enrica was able to pass. So it was okay. Hopefully they got busted for cheating. Nope, so we got 4 points for pole. 21 points back from Falco, 42. Enrica moved up to 5th in drivers, and we're still 24 points back from Spartan. With 2 races to go. I mean, it can be done. We still have a chance, and that's all we need. If we can have a race where, say, the rain comes and we snooker them, and the 2 hammer guys pit outside and don't score points, I'm always optimistic, but realistic, no. We're going to beat our expected result by far. That's for sure. So now we're in the red for the first time in our Motorsport Manager career, I believe. And you can see where we're lacking. I mean, we should not be finishing in the top 5, I don't think, considering our pit crew and our sponsors and all that other stuff, our headquarters and car. This is still outrageous to me that we are so far up. So Tondela, Portugal, is next. High tire wear, so once again, intermediates, or mediums are going to be the way to go unless it rains. Pit crew-wise, it's auto-managed, so hopefully we can keep a good pit crew in there. Car conditions fine. Interview with the Herald, we accept. Sure, absolutely. Who wouldn't want Simeon crits? I mean, he's okay. He does have 5-star potential, and we do have him favorited. So whenever the contracts come rolling around, we might be okay. We are picking up slot 3 before next race, which is always good. Hopefully, it's something that we can do. But that's going to do it for me in this episode of Motorsport Manager, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you for our next race in Portugal. Take care.